President Trump has made headlines recently, revealing that he has made his decision regarding the next chair of the Federal Reserve. The focus has shifted to Kevin Hassett, a prominent economist who has served in the Trump administration. Current prediction markets indicate a robust 80% chance that Hassett will be appointed to this pivotal position. Just last week, reports surfaced suggesting that Trump's advisors regard Hassett as the leading candidate for the role. On a recent Sunday, Trump spoke to reporters, stating he knows who he will select. But he refrained from confirming whether Hassett is indeed his choice. In response to the speculation, Hassett himself expressed uncertainty about the accuracy of these reports, but also shared his appreciation for being among a group of highly regarded candidates. He remarked on the positive market reactions following Trump's announcement about nearing the completion of his selection process, which many interpret as news that stirred investor confidence. Hassett commented on the favorable impact of this speculation, citing a successful Treasury auction and decreasing interest rates, suggesting that the American populace could anticipate a nominee who will facilitate better access to affordable loans and mortgages. The prediction market Kalshi placed Hassett's odds at around 77%, a significant increase from his previous 54% just days earlier. Meanwhile, other candidates like former Fed Governor Kevin Warsh and current Governor Christopher Waller were trailing far behind, with probabilities of 11% and 7% respectively. Another market, Polymarket, echoed this sentiment, showing Hassett firmly in the lead. Back in October, the Trump administration had narrowed down its search to 5 finalists, including Hassett, Waller, Warsh, as well as Michelle Bowman, who is the Fed Vice Chair for Supervision, and Rick Rieder, the Chief Investment Officer of Global Fixed Income at BlackRock. The dynamics of these predictions hint at a growing consensus among analysts and the market about Hassett's increasing likelihood of securing the role. However, it is essential to acknowledge that prediction markets have a mixed track record in terms of accuracy. Historical instances have shown that these markets can sometimes follow a narrative rather than objective reality. One expert indicated that it is not uncommon for prediction markets to misjudge outcomes, as seen with past Supreme Court nominations. So, who exactly is Kevin Hassett? Age 63, he has been a significant player in economic policy as the director of the National Economic Council under Trump. In this capacity, he has been a vocal supporter of the president's economic strategies, particularly regarding trade. With a doctorate in economics from the University of Pennsylvania, Hassett has established himself as a respected figure in economic circles. Should Hassett be chosen, concerns may arise around the independence of the Federal Reserve, given Trump's previous calls for interest rate reductions amid easing inflation. Critics worry that Hassett's background outside the Fed could complicate efforts to maintain a balanced approach to monetary policy. During Trump's first term, Hassett also led the Council of Economic Advisers and has ties to influential Republican figures such as George W. Bush, John McCain, and Mitt Romney. Yet he dismissed concerns about whether this political history could affect his standing with Trump, suggesting that many people have entered the administration with far more questionable backgrounds. When asked about potentially stepping into the Fed chair role, Hassett responded that he would gladly accept if offered, but also expressed contentment with his current position. As the situation unfolds, the anticipation surrounding Trump's decision and its implications for the U.S. economy continues to grow.